Ladies and gentlemen, let's sit together today, in this peaceful space, to reflect on the path of practice, the road that takes us to the other side of enlightenment, where my soul is in silence and deep understanding. The Buddha taught about the 6 secrets, the noble qualities, that the Bodhisattvas practice to cross the river of life and death. But to live those teachings, first we need to get back to ourselves, with the breath and with presence in every moment of life. Let's start by looking at the Bodhisattva seed in each of us. That seed is the essence of enlightenment. It's love and compassion that each of us inherently carries in our hearts. But whether the seed sprouted or not, whether it grows into a green tree or not, it all depends on how we take care of it with mindfulness, by heart. And by awakening. Every day when life goes smoothly, it is easy to forget our will. I went to the temple and bowed my head to the Buddha, as a habit. But when it's hard, when sickness comes, when our hearts are restless, I suddenly became passionate. I look at the Buddha with prayerful eyes. Ask for protection when it's over. We're back to the old slack. I forgot my original promise. But you know what? The Buddha never left us. You're always there with great compassion. Give me protection, whether I want it or not. You don't blame me when I forget, just quietly waiting for me to come back. So stay in the Bodhisattva race. It's not just about remembering Buddha when we need to. It's about keeping the aspiration to enlightenment in every breath, every step. Let each of our days, it's a day lived with gratitude and love. Don't wait until suffering knocks on the door to start practicing. Their path of practice, we need a rock solid. That's Bodhicitta, enlightened mind, a mind full of love. If we do something that is not in Bodhicitta, it's based on momentary emotions or external form, then we'll be easily swayed and easily faltered. Imagine when we give alms or help someone. If we do it out of a personal feeling or a desire for reciprocity, when they don't satisfy us, we give up. But if we act with Bodhicitta, with the understanding that all beings, they all deserve to be loved. What needs support, even if they change, even if the situation turns around, we continue to walk with compassion, unshakable. Bodhi has 3 important pillars. Right-mindedness is straight-mindedness, not intended to be. At heart is a deep belief in the Dharma, not be swayed by outside words. Great compassion is the mercy of all sentient beings, without distinguishing between those who are pleasant or difficult. When we cultivate these 3 minds, Bodhi will become a light. Light up my way. Help me through all the waves of life. Another important thing on the path of practice. My idea 1. Mercy for the sentient beings. All beings in this world carry their own suffering. The joys mixed with the sadness. There are people we meet who are unpredictable, sometimes cheerful. When upset, it makes us angry or want to stay away. But if we look deeper, we'll see that they behave this way because they are suffering, because their hearts have not found peace. Like a doctor who can't refuse treatment for patients just because they're upset or complaining. We are the ones who have the Bodhisattva wish. I can't turn my back either with beings who are in need of help. On the contrary, we need to love them more because they are the ones who need us the most. When we practice compassion, I won't give up in the middle. It will continue on its way with all open hearts. Let's try looking at it like this. Everyone I meet in life is a sick person. It could be a disease of the body. It is more often a disease of the mind. When we understand that, we will no longer be resentful or reproached. Instead, it's compassion and a desire to share, to practice the 6 secrets completely. The Buddha showed us 7 nights of victory. Seven lights to light the path. 1. Victorious universe, to keep the aspiration in the Bodhisattva race. 2. He only relies on the mind of Bodhicitta. 3. things of the mercy of the being. 4. Ultimate vehicles wins. Use wisdom and ingenuity to help sentient beings. 5. The supreme dedication, directing all merits toward the enlightenment of all beings. 6 cities of victory. Keep your mind clean from being contaminated by greed and delusion. 7. Supreme wisdom. Cultivating wisdom to clearly perceive the true nature of all phenomena. When we practice these 7 things, I'll be like a rower across the river. The Buddha likened our diligence like a rower across a river, an easily sinking boat. It requires us to row fast, so strong without hesitation. Life is the same. Time goes by very quickly, and if we don't wake up, we'll miss the precious opportunity to get to the other shore. Let's imagine we're in a burning house. What will we do then? I will run after the arsonist to reproach him, or put out the fire first. We have to put out the fire, because that's the most necessary thing in practice as well. We need to put out the fire of anger in our minds first, instead of running after external afflictions. Whenever someone makes me angry, I will smile and remind myself, they suffer, so I am not angry. I will help them with compassion. Finally, let us contemplate together on the Heart Sutra. It is short but contains deep wisdom. The Bible teaches us that everything in life, the feeling is that everything is not. But no, here is not empty nothing. It's not that there's no independence. Everything arises from causes and conditions. All things exist in dependence upon each other. Let's look at a flower vase. We call it a flower vase because there are flowers that have water in them. But if we disassemble each and every one of those things, there is no such thing as a flower pot. So, does the flower vase truly exist? Yes, but only temporarily, existing conditionally, arising through dependent origination. Life is the same with everything we see. I hear what I feel. Joy, sadness. Compliments are temporary, they are all dependent. When we understand this, we will no longer cling, we will no longer be bound. Our mind will be self-contained. Ladies and gentlemen, the path of practice is not always easy. There are days when we're tired, there are times when we falter. But if we keep our will, if we eat in compassion, if we understand the nature of all things, every step we take will be a step. Get closer to enlightenment. Let's work hard together. Let's love and understand together. Let every day be a day of peace. I wish you always keep your breath mindful. Always carry in your heart joy and peace. Homage to our original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.